Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like tech and helpful tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started!
When your guitar's truss rod refuses to budge, it's a frustrating and potentially alarming situation that demands a careful approach to avoid costly damage to your instrument's neck. The first and often overlooked step is to ensure you're using the correct size hex key or Allen wrench. Truss rod nuts come in various sizes, and using an imperial wrench on a metric nut or vice versa, or even a slightly worn tool, can lead to rounding out the nut socket or stripping the tool itself, making it impossible to turn. Before applying any significant force, double-check your tool fit. If there's any play, try a different wrench. If the tool fits snugly but still won't turn, consider if the rod is already at its limit. Perhaps it's fully tightened or fully loosened, and you're attempting to turn it further than its mechanical range allows. Sometimes, a truss rod will feel stuck because it's already providing the maximum or minimum relief the neck can achieve, and attempting to force it beyond this point will only lead to damage. Another common culprit is a seized or corroded nut, especially on older instruments or those stored in humid environments. Rust and grime can bind the threads, making adjustment impossible. In such cases, applying a small amount of penetrating oil, like WD-40 Specialist Penetrant or a similar product, directly to the nut and allowing it to soak for several hours, or even overnight, can often work wonders. Be extremely careful not to get oil on the surrounding wood, as it can cause finish damage. For nuts that are simply very tight, sometimes the trick is to try loosening it slightly first, even if your ultimate goal is to tighten it. This can break the initial friction or binding. If you've tried gentle lubrication and attempted to loosen first, and it still won't turn, avoid applying excessive force. Forcing a stuck truss rod can strip the nut completely, snap the rod itself, or even crack the neck wood, all of which are expensive and often irreversible repairs. If the nut socket appears rounded or stripped, you might need a specialized tool, such as a T-handle hex wrench with a slightly oversized tip or a nut extractor designed for stripped fasteners, though these should be used with extreme caution. For deeply recessed nuts, a long, ball-end hex key might provide better access but less torque, so be mindful. Some luthiers might suggest applying a very small amount of heat to the nut area with a soldering iron or heat gun, but this is a high-risk maneuver that can damage the finish or wood and is best left to professionals. It's crucial to understand that if the truss rod nut is truly seized, bottomed out, or the rod itself is broken internally, these are complex issues that almost always require professional intervention. A qualified guitar technician has the experience and specialized tools to diagnose the problem accurately and perform repairs like replacing a stripped nut or, in severe cases, extracting and replacing a broken rod without causing further harm to your valuable instrument. Remember, patience and caution are paramount. Never sacrifice the integrity of your guitar's neck by forcing an adjustment. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing for more guitar maintenance tips.